Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for joining us for today's webinar. We will be starting shortly as we are waiting for a few more delegates to join us. Meanwhile, I would request you all to kindly keep yourself on mute during the session. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat box. We will be addressing them towards the end of the session. We will encourage you to stay with us till the end as this session is packed with valuable insights and takeaways that can truly benefit your business. Thank you all.
So Divya, we are starting, if that's okay. Okay. Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Mridul and I'm thrilled to have you all here today this afternoon and join this webinar, The Future of Business, Transforming Revenue and Efficiency with Unified Platforms. Before we dive in, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Mridul, as I said. I have spent more than 3 decades working with businesses to streamline their operations with the help of technology and drive growth for them. I'm extremely delighted to share that I'm joined by my co-panelist, Amit, who's the co-founder of InSync, Kumar, who's the CTO, and Gulshan, who is Vice President Sales. Thanks, Gulshan, for saying hello. So together we'll be sharing key insights on how integrated platforms are the future of business and how we can transform revenue efficiency with unified platforms. If ever you felt like in your journey that managing multiple tools or disconnected systems is a problem, this webinar is for you, so stay on. Okay, here we go. Now, growth is something which every business likes, right? Nobody is there who doesn't like growth. And every business aims for it. Yet there are so many companies which hit the plateau. You start strong, revenues start growing, and suddenly what happens is the growth starts slowing down. Your revenues plateau, your operational efficiencies become inefficiencies, and your margins start cracking. As a result of which, your growth hits a plateau. All businesses, big or small, young or old, reach this stage sooner or later. But why does this happen? In most cases, it's not the lack of ambition or the lack of expertise that you guys have in driving your businesses, but most often than not, it is the technology bottleneck. Businesses, if you look at your business today, it relies on multiple technology and tools. It could be doing Microsoft for something. Could be doing Zoom for something. It could be having a CRM different platform. It could be having a CCAS, which is a different platform. All these platforms which are working together in your system, in your organization, are creating chaos because they're not talking to each other. And it leads to data silos, it leads to inefficiencies, and most importantly, it leads to fragmented decision making. So today, what we are going to do is we are going to explore how an integrated platform can help businesses scale, automate their processes, and drive revenue growth. That is what is we are going to look at, how we integrate a platform and bring every tool which we just talked about under one umbrella, under one tool, and one platform does everything for you, right? Now, okay, fine. So I said that, but the research also shows the same. Now, IDC research, which is a very important and very famous organization in the research areas, shared that siloed data can cost businesses up to 30% of their revenue, which is big if you look at the number. McKinsey predicted that 70% of the digital transformation projects fail because of fragmented processes. And there is another research which is done by Tech Radar, which says 70% of organizations which they researched and they interviewed were not investing in automation, despite knowing that they are having challenges with their existing tools. So, do fragmented systems and silos are impacting you? I think it's time to take a quick poll, right? Divya, can we have the poll, please? The question is very simple. Do fragmented systems and silos impact your ability to enhance business performance and operational efficiency? There are four options. Click the best which suits you. There is time, so please take your time. Okay, I think we already have gone through 30 seconds. Why, please participate. We want you to participate and share your views. This is very important for organizations like us to reshape, right? To develop things which are more suitable. I'm just finding 11 people who have opted, right? And by the way, I forgot to tell you, in case you have any question, any comment, feel free to put in the chat box. We'll take questions not only at the end, but we'll try to take them even during the webinar. So feel free to do that. Oh, good. I'm very happy with the number which is coming up now. Okay, so almost 50% of people who have participated. Okay, 79% feel that fragmented systems and silos impact ability to enhance business performance significantly. 14% feel somewhat, and 7% are unsure. The good thing is no one says that it doesn't. So yes, I think that's the reality. Let me end the poll and move to the next phase. Okay, Divya, can you stop the poll? Okay, so let's there's another question which I'm quite interested to check with you guys, right? Which we'll come to later. Okay, so why integrated platforms are the future, right? We talked about it. Number one, no more scattered data, which means this is one source of truth. Haven't you seen a situation where your CRM is showing certain other number, whereas your sales guy is talking about another number, your contact center solution is showing some other number, and these numbers are not matching? Haven't you seen a situation where collections is showing a different number and your finance report is showing a different number? Now, who should we believe? A situation exists where we need one truth, one information, and this is good for auditors also because audit compliance requires one number. It cannot talk about multiple numbers. So when you have an integrated platform, It integrates all the systems and processes. It is one source of truth. So no more scattered data. Second, very, very important, automated workflows. Fewer manual tasks. You don't have to do that. You can automate everything. Things like outbound calling, things like collection reminders, things like attendance management, things like campaign emails, WhatsApp, whatever. All that can be automated. You don't have to spend your time on these mundane tasks, right? So it enhances your efficiency. You can spend your sales guys, your collection guys, your leadership can spend more time efficiently. Third, it gives you real-time insights, which are critical for smarter decision making. You are getting the data real time. And when you take the real time, it actually, I'm sure Amit will show that to you. You get a dashboard. So the leaders can see the real time movement of the data. Okay, so today, how many emails went? How out of those emails which were sent, how much were opened, how many were clicked? Okay, how much is the collection happened today? How much collection we are expecting today? What is the forecast looking like? These are very, very critical pieces of information which are brought under the same roof, under one single unified dashboard, which enhances your decision making, right? Third is seamless communication, which is, what happens is, I have seen this personally in my more than 3 decades of career, is if the communication is seamless, then half the problem is solved because everybody understands what is to be looked into, not only internally, but also externally. And when we talk about seamless communication, you can do that unified across multiple channels. There are very, very few platforms in this world who can do multi channel. I said one thing on an email, I followed it up with a WhatsApp, then I sent a message, then I sent another email. So I'm juggling with everything to talk. And this is very, very near human, real situations. So we are mimicking, the platform is mimicking the real scenario with efficiency. And last but not the least, the point which I just talked about, the plateau. So this is scalable. So you can scale from hundreds to millions of messages. The scale, it is infinitely scalable, and that's the advantage that helps you in your growth, that helps you moving further. Okay, now let's go to the next poll very, very, very quickly. How much time do you think you or your team spend managing multiple systems and workflows on a daily basis? Is it less than an hour, 3 to 5 hours, 1 to 2 hours, maybe more than that? Okay, good. Be honest. Be honest. Okay, I want more people. Yeah, I think more people are participating. That's a really good thing. Okay, I'll give 1 2 more seconds. Okay, got it. Okay, so 10% people are saying it is over 5 hours. Okay, but let me look at where the bulk of the answer lies. 1 to 3 hours. Most people are saying that it takes 1 to 3 hours of your daily day in managing out workflows and automations. So that's really, really a big number. And we have to be ensuring that we need systems, we need processes in order to save that. Imagine 3 hours of the time of your sales guy being saved, and he's spending that on field. Imagine the amount of new deals he can bring on, or the new more collections your collections guy can do on, or better campaigns your marketing guy can work on. So that is very, very important. Okay, let's end the poll and let's move to the next. I see more people coming, but I think we need to go to the next slide. Okay, so what does that really mean? In sync, how are we? What is InSync? Let's get that into basics. InSync is a low-cost platform. Fine, but I'm not interested in talking about that. I'm more interested about how does it help you, right? So the first thing is it helps you boost revenue. That's the most important thing. So faster lead generation, faster conversions, better campaign performance, better collections. So this is all enhancing your revenue. Improving margins, reduce redundancies, right? Duplications. When your workflow is automated, it reduces redundancies and optimizes resources, which immediately helps you in improving your margins. Then, as I mentioned earlier, one single dashboard for real-time insights. That really helps you a lot because real-time insights gives you a real scenario of what's happening and helps you take better decision making. And last but not the least, drive operational efficiency. When you are uh, automating, when you are tracking everything, and when you are streamlining operations, your efficiency automatically moves in. I'm reminding you guys, if you have any questions or if you have any concerns or any comment also, you want to share your ideas, please feel free to put it in the chat box and we will be willing to take it immediately after the call or even during the call. Okay, so in 2025, what is your top priority for improving business performance? Okay, is it reducing operations cost? It is increasing team productivity. What is it? Good. I can see people coming up with good numbers. Fantastic. More people, please. Okay. Glad. I'm glad it is okay. Good. Good. This is interesting. I want to give few seconds more on this. This is very, very interesting. This seems to be a house almost equally divided, right? One third of our participants feel that the top priority is scaling revenue. Another one third feels that it is improving customer engagement. And almost one third, not exactly, feels it is increasing team productivity. Okay, I'm getting some more numbers, and that is changing the game. I'm getting a lot of people answering they want to reduce operational costs. Fantastic. I'm so happy. But you know what is the good news? Maybe we can end the poll, Divya. Okay. What is the good news? The good news is that the InSync platform can do all these four things for you. It can reduce operational costs, right? It can improve your engagement, customer engagement. It can increase team productivity, and of course, it can help you scale. So it is doing all the four things for you. So whichever one you like, this platform has an answer. Okay, now let's deep dive a little bit and go to okay, so how does it impact various teams? Sales teams. How does it help sales teams? By faster lead qualification, by automated follow-ups, and this leads to higher conversion rates. So sales teams are very happy. Even they can manage field force. So that also helps them handle the customer queries, customer problems, and lead responses really, really fast. Marketing, huge. There's a lot of things you can do in terms of marketing, whether it is AI powered targeting, whether it is streamlining your campaigns, whether it is using multi channel, as I mentioned earlier, and all that leads to better customer engagement and higher impact. Customer service, a very, very important tool. Today, research has shown us that repeat purchases happen only if your customer engagement has been good and customer service is good. If you are able to answer the customer query and solve it, the repeat purchases increase by more than 50%. And this helps a lot. Instant access to the data, real dashboard, real time thing. It helps the customer service team to resolve solutions, problems immediately. And they have an access to the history. So they are able to manage the client's problems in a much better way than anybody else or than any other non-interactive platforms. And the next is operational and HR. As I said earlier, when you talk about operations, efficiency become very important. When a platform allows you to do that, we enhance efficiencies by simplifying workflows, by doing location tracking, by enhancing productivity through those platforms. And lastly is finance and collection. I mentioned about collection, I mentioned about field force automation, and I think InSync is a platform which is the right solution for every team. and across your organization. So it not only supports everything, but it also helps every team in the organization. My fourth poll, integrated platforms are critical for scaling a business efficiently. True or false? Divya, can we have the poll results, please? Yes. Fantastic. Very quickly, we'll go to this. Okay. Okay, so you can end the poll. The good thing is everybody agrees that yes, it is true. They are really, really critical, right? Okay, let's go to the next slide and I'll quickly do. So why InSync? First, it's a unified platform. No more multiple tools. CRM here, a contact center here, a blah blah here. Everything, one unified platform. Second, no code, easy adoption. Fantastic way to adopt, very easy to customize. The turnaround times are very, very fast, so it becomes very, very easy. You can scale without any limits. Whichever way you want to go, you can quickly scale without any limits. Proven ROI. The ROI of higher conversion, which we just talked about, has been proven, and we have multiple customers stories and testimonials to talk about that. And lastly, and the most importantly, enterprise grade security, because you need your systems and processes in today's world to be really secure. So this has enterprise level security, and therefore you can really, really rest assured that these systems are foolproof and come with the real defenses. Numbers speak for themselves. 80 plus customers, 10 plus customers across in each retail, BFSI, and EdTech. More than 1 billion call volume we have handled in 2024. More than 50 million WhatsApp messages and emails the platform has been able to send. And more than 50 million plus unique records were handled. We have won accolades: ISO 9001, ISO IEC 2022, and of course, we are members of the Microsoft Founders Club. Okay, so I will quickly talk about success stories, but don't want to go into detail because I think the time is running out, and I want to really. I'm sure you guys are eager to see the proof, and the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the demo. I will hand over to my co-panelist, InSync's founder and CEO, Amit, for a quick demo. Over to you, Amit.
Let's get started. Yeah, hi. Are you able to see me? Mridul, are you able to see me?
Yes.
Great. Okay. Thank you, Mridul. It was extremely engaging. So I'm just about to get started with my demonstration. When I get to demonstration for a minute or so, I will spend a little bit of time into talking about why we built this system. And we built this system because most of the time in our careers, we were on the other side of the table, which is basically evaluating such a system need and trying to get those silos into one unified system with one sign-on and all. And then we finally looked at in our journey to which all places which are the common tools which are used by anybody, right? And that's where the common tools came in, common processes came in into the system. Now let's talk about this one platform, which is InSync, built over 5.5 years of work. So as I log into InSync, I basically get the I can use two-factor authentication. He talked about security. Sorry, did I enter a wrong? Oh, sorry, my bad. So what happened? Oh, okay. So there is a different OTP I'm capturing. My bad. Right here. And I should be in. Once I'm in, As you can see on the left-hand side, there are multiple options that you have. Uh, so it brings in a concept of dynamic CRMs, which is module-based CRMs. We'll talk about that. But let's start with the course presentation of the CRM itself. So I can have all my leads at one place like this. And then as I have my leads, I can choose what I want to really see here. Industry designation, and there are no real number of no limitation number of fields that you can capture here. Uh, Once I'm into a lead, then I can just about go inside the lead, and along the line, I have got the entire history of that. Every attachment that I've added, if I have earned revenues out of that, I can enter it right here. Similarly, I can maintain what you call uh, trail of the communication timeline that I want to do with the person. I can also look at all my call records or messages, etc., and I can hear them right out here. I can also collaborate within the team for within my team for getting more help on this item. I can also seek feedback from the customer by sharing a feedback link, and this all can be customized. So this be the CRM. Then I'll move into, so this is the sales side of the story, which has two kind of things. One, where you are based in an office and you are operating out of office, and the other one comes to field. When we do a field force management, in that field force management, we are primarily having mobile app as a measure. And so in that mobile app, what all items can you do? Really, my colleague who's VP Sales, Gulshan, he will take over and he will showcase that to you. Then be back with me for the rest of the product. Yes, Gulshan, over to you.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining in this webinar. So I'm going to share the screen of my phone now, and this is how the interface of the mobile app looks.
Gulshan, I think you will need to use your own.
I'm using my own. Just a second. Yeah. I'm not sure if it's visible or not. Is the screen visible? Sure. Okay. So going to the app. So the very first thing you need to do is to log into the mobile app. Uh, Everyone who is going to work with us, all of the clients, they have their own client IDs. Essentially, the database is segregated for all our customers. So you need to log in. You can choose a method of authentication. It could be OTP based, it could be password based. So once you log in, this is how the interface is going to be. Systems, first of all, allows you to capture the attendance of all the employees. So whether you're logging in from the mobile or you're logging in from the system, the very first thing that will come up is this pop-up for attendance. So if you want, you can simply punch in from here. The system will capture the location, the date and time of login, and from here the automation starts. So for the field force, if they just log in, they will see the leads that have been assigned to them for the day. If they want to see all the leads, they can simply remove the date filter, and all the leads that have been assigned to them are visible. Now, this process can be used for sales, can be used for collections also. For example, let's say if I want to visit a few locations, I can simply select the leads like this. I can go to Vikram. If I want to go to Sneeta after that and I want to go to Rajesh, I can select the leads in this order. Click here, go to add collection visit. I can plan my day, I can plan my week also. Similarly, my manager also has the access to plan my weeks. I can add a purpose if I choose to, and I can click on submit. Once I click on submit, the map will be made something like this. So doors that you see in red are covered and are converted to green once you visit. Okay. Next, if you are looking to make a call, you can make the call right from here from the system. If you want to navigate to a person, to a client, just click here and it will open the Google Maps. Here we are capturing real-time location, so the actual path that is being taken by the agent or by the sales officer is captured. So essentially, this can also be used for capturing the reimbursements, and you have the action form over here. You can have multiple forms here, like one I'm showing you is for collection visit. So if you're going out to collect the payments, it could be a partially collected payment, could be for a previous order, could be a next order. You can capture it over here, enter the remarks. There's an upload button over here. So if you upload any relevant document such as a photograph, could be a Paytm screenshot, you can upload it over here. And that's how you can automate the workforce. Over to you, Amit.
Thank you, Gulshan. Please let me know when you can see my screen.
Yes.
Yes, Amit.
Great. So we covered two things that this system provides, and which also includes the calling facility, as you can see right here. You also have an auto dialer. I'll just see if I can quickly show you. So you can plan an auto dialer department wise and then upload leads and then do auto calling, which is good for any call center, outbound call center. Now for inbound call center, you have a hunting number and you have a service mechanism, which I will cover next. So we talked about the sales and the field sales model. Now we will go into the next one, which is a service model. In a service support center, what will happen is that you can simply get an email, write an email, and with that, the ticket is created and you get an acknowledgement. Then you can work on the ticket and close the ticket within the team, and then automatically an acknowledgement is given to the customer, as well as there is. So this is a dynamic support system which can capture ticketing uh, from your emails, from your WhatsApp, or from inbound call center if you have one in place. So that's how it works, right? Then we will go to the next one, which is he talked about marketing. Now, when we talk about marketing, while marketing precedes sales, so sorry for the incorrect order here, but in marketing, you typically have what you call, you have communication with your customers over multiple channels, especially emails and WhatsApp these days. So when you have emails, SMS, WhatsApp, so then you can simply create groups, you can add members within that, and once you add members within that, thereafter you can kind of roll different plans to them. So you have two kind of broadcasters here. One is a master broadcaster, which is used for SMS, WhatsApp, and email. Here you will see a little more complexity in terms of being able to send configured templates. That means the approval process from Meta and from the DLT is taken care of by us, our operations team. Similarly, you can do an attributes file where you can personalize messages and give them specific designs. You also have a template library where you can, once you are designing anything, you can also keep that in template library and then invoke it whenever is necessary. You can also upload files and attach images, etc. There's one more item here, which is called is a little advanced in terms of an email marketing, called domain bombing. So I'll take you uh, to the email builder, just like your MailChimp. So in an email builder, as you can see that I have this email builder loading up right in the middle, where I can simply drag and drop and make the whole emailer in this manner, right? And I can simply replace whatever I want to do with it. Now, once I have done an emailer, and let me see if there is any emailer right there. So let me just check. I'm not able to get the right emailer, but I will try this one. Republic Day. Okay, fine. So you have a Republic Day emailer like this. So you can plan any kind of emailer which will work here. Next, within the emailer, as you see, I talked about concept of domain bombing. Typically, we don't send emails from our core domain, because if we send it from our core domain, typically the domain authority or the website visits are curtailed. And therefore, it is advised that you send it from other domains, lookalike domains. So to use lookalike domains, you then again marketing departments need to participate buy these services and credits from other departments. So other foxes. So this is built within here. So that is the part of the email marketing. Now, finally, and then there is a piece of journeys. What is a journey? Journey is basically to say that I have I'm going to do drip marketing, right? I'm going to do drip marketing, or I'm reminding people of anniversaries, birthdays, or whatever, meaning EMI collections, dates that it is due, things like that. So once I do all that, so I can simply kind of create a series of messages and base them on rules, which says that, okay, if I do this, if the person opens the mail, then send this. If it doesn't open, then do that. But I can do it multi-channel within this journey system. So it helps you to build very, very complex, long-tailed campaigns on this. And you can then translate it to the calling function also, that at this particular point of time, you will also call. You also have a scheduler for your sales team or your operations team, besides the other functions like productivity functions or target setting, which is well built within this. So overall, if you look at it, it transpasses multiple departments in the manner that is easy to use. It is right in front of you, and by access control, you can give the correct access to exactly the access which every individual needs to do into their work. But what will it culminate to? It will culminate to what we call as the one view of business. So one view of business has to come from somewhere, right? Even for me as a business owner, I will also have to understand my business correctly, right? What is my call center doing? What is my sales team doing? What is my support team doing? Compliance, wherever I can go. So I can go into multiple places and then I can talk about it. Let's say I want to know what is my call center doing. Then I just refresh this page. Just allow me a moment for it to reload. Right. So I want to know what is my call center doing, and I can know straight from agent wise and my total number of calls, how it happened, what are clean calls, what are their values, how they're progressing, and so forth. I can know how many demonstrations have been fixed, when they have been fixed, what are my projections, right? I can know it in a tabular format, or I can know it in whichever format. So I really can play with the entire, including the quality of the data sets. So that is like I'm saying, I'm showing you only the sales side of the dashboard, right? I can go to compliance and see how compliance ready am I, right? Into everything that I do. So multiply, I can see whatever is happening with my revenues, with my cash flows, with everything right here on one customizable dashboard. And that is our key offering. One set of data centralization across departments, and then be able to handle processes automatically, notify automatically, and then centrally be able to see that for strategic decision making. Thank you. Over to you, Mridul.
Okay, thank you very much. Extremely happy. I'll go back and share my screen. I hope you are able to see my screen. Okay, so just one point. You saw the demo. Please feel free to write just yes in your chat or your question box, and we will come back to you with a customized demo focused on your problem and your industry, right? The customized demo will take into consideration your live challenges and live issues and will create a demo exactly for your requirement. So that's the proof in the pudding, right? So if you are looking for a demo, just try yes, and we will reach out to you and deliver a customized demo for you. Second point, you necessarily not start from all the modules. You can start from marketing, scale to sales, move to collections, move to operations, and then at some point in time have a worldview. We have found that sometimes it is very difficult for customers to migrate from an existing tool and a system to an altogether new system. So the advantage InSync provides you is you can move module by module, module by module. You must have seen that this tool delivers a lot of things which your multi-tool environment is currently doing. And I have told you right in the beginning, and let me take 30 seconds on that. Silo systems, fragmented tools are always a problem. They hinder your growth, they hinder your revenue, they hinder your margins, they hinder your efficiencies. And therefore, it is very important that you have one unified single platform, and that's the future going to be, right? And let me also tell you that this platform works because of certain proven integrations. Whether it is the IVR systems with TeleCMI or Tata Tele, whether it's the WhatsApp integrations, whether it is ETL, whether it is validations, there are multiple tools and APIs which we have integrated into the systems in order to be more current. And in the coming future, we are adding much more exciting functionalities, including AI-based tools and AI-based engines. So that will enhance the functionality of the engine to a much greater level, right? I think that will bring this to the end of this webinar, but I open it for Q&A. So if there are any questions, please feel free to ask us, and me and my panelists will be happy to answer them. Okay? And again, I'm repeating, if you are looking for a demo, just type yes. Divya, are there any questions?
So we have a last poll question left. So can I play that?
Yes. So I think while you are also thinking about questions, there is a poll. Would you love to explore InSync for your business? Please answer. This answer is really important because it will help us understand what are your priorities. We want more people to answer the poll, please. Okay, while you are answering the poll, I have a question. And this question, possibly Amit can answer this question well. Divya, you'll have to open Amit's line as well. The question for you, Amit, is how does the collection process works and how it is different from the field force automation? Can you can you
Moment. Hello.
yeah.
Yeah. So sorry for the question again. How does it help?
How does the field force automation helps and how does the collection systems help? These are two questions within the same part.
Lovely. See, the field force automation, this is an idea which came from the customers themselves, because we serve a few NBFCs, which large set of people going to field, and they were divided into, let's say, the sales people and the collection people, right? And both have different mandates. And one of the biggest challenge was to know the veracity of reporting, whether they are there where they are supposed to be. One, two is that they actually visited those places and did not say that they visited those places. So those are two different things that we were addressing. By doing location mapping and things like your route planning, and so our whole idea was not merely to track people, but also help them do their business work better. So you are going from point A to point B. It should be as seamless as Gulshan showed you, you make a map and you follow the map, and then your reimbursements are automatically calculated, your work is automatically calculated. So you are not, uh, after being in field, you are not really spending time in telling your bosses what exactly are you achieving. So that was the critical part, and that helped the management take a lot of strategic decisions. As I saw in Seeds, is that in terms of their incentives, in terms of their reimbursements, in terms of the collection strategies, that how do the, and also the retention and promotion strategies. So it just went multifarially into multiple directions.
Got it. Got it. Got it. There is another question which I think I can answer. What do you mean by multi-channel? See, I'll give you a real example. When you are sending multiple emails, right? The problem is that you have to send an email. Then, in the real world situation, what do? You call up or you send a WhatsApp. Listen, I've sent you an email. Have you checked it or not? Can you respond back? So you try to get that person's attention through multiple channels, whether email or SMS or WhatsApp, and try to toggle between the two. The current email engines do not offer you this facility. InSync offers you this facility of multi-channel where you can send an email, follow up with a WhatsApp, follow it up with a SMS, and then again go back and send an email or send a WhatsApp. You can toggle between the channels, and that functionality mimics, as I said, the human behavior. So it is much closer to how humans actually interact with their customers or with their stakeholders. I hope that answers that question. Divya, is there any other question on the uh, chat?
As of now, sir, we are not having any other questions in the chat.
Okay. So I think Divya, we can hand over to you for the closure.
Yes. Thank you everyone for joining us. After the session, you will receive the feedback forms on your um, on your emails. So we would request you all to please submit your feedback, and we can surely get back to you. Thank you everyone for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you, Divya.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.